Hey guys, I'm sorry if you can see the glare from my glasses. Just honestly, I was too lazy. I didn't want to put in my contacts, and that's that. Um, and please excuse. I'm not sure what is going on. I'm like breaking out. I don't even know. It's probably the stress levels. Anyway, I just wanted to address it so that you guys didn't need to address it, and then you know we all know how that goes. Anyway, I just wanted to address something that I've been seeing like on Twitter and on other people's YouTube videos. Now, I don't want to name any names, but I do watch other YouTubers who do talk about sex, who they do like sex stories, advice about sex, anything like that. And I've seen a lot of not just like blogs and articles, but I've seen nasty comments. I've seen ugly tweets. I've seen a lot of stuff on Facebook, a lot of stuff on Instagram about how that's not okay, about how that shouldn't be up on YouTube, about how, why is that okay? Why are people doing that? Blah, blah, blah about kids on YouTube and whatever. The thing is, the way that I see it is, why is that what you're worried about? You should be monitoring your children and what they're watching. They should know better. And even if they're on YouTube and they're looking at things like that, odds are they're old enough to be having that conversation. Now, is it somebody else's fault for putting that video on YouTube, or is it your fault for not having that conversation with your child to begin with? Because let's be honest, like, you should be sitting down and having that conversation. Sorry, I gotta fix my glasses. You should be the one addressing these things. Hey, I don't want you looking at such and such, or putting boundaries, or putting settings. There are settings nowadays on computers, on YouTube, on tablets, on phones, where you can monitor what they're seeing. So how is it anybody else's fault? There are people who don't have parents, or people who aren't comfortable with their parents, or people who whatever, maybe they're 20, maybe they're 30, maybe they're 40, and they still don't know. They want advice on positions, or maybe erotic boxes to subscribe to. How is that anybody else's problem that they're putting up these videos saying, hey, I'm gonna review this box, or I'm going to put such and such up, or we're gonna talk about this, or email me and let's talk about whatever? How is that anybody else's business? I really just, I don't understand. Leave me a comment. Tell me where am I wrong, if I'm wrong. I know I have a 4-year-old boy and I have a 9-month-old little girl. The thing in my family was, you shouldn't be doing it if you can't talk about it. Plain and simple. That was my mom's rule. My family is very open about sex. I mean, sex jokes, sex topics, talking about sex. You got questions. I mean, my parents have always been open. Grossly so. I mean, like, I never saw them doing it. They never, like, crossed some sort of sexual line. I just mean, like, my parents were always joking, and they were always, talking about how, basically just talking to us about sex. Protect yourself, the guidelines. And my house was very open. My house was very much so, like, if I had a question, I could go and talk to them. I never, ever felt like I couldn't. I never felt like I needed to, worry about bringing it up or anything. My parents were always very, very open, very understanding. And basically, my parents' rule was, like I said, if you can't talk about it, you shouldn't be doing it. And that's going to be the same rule in my house. It's just, I mean, and not just, I guess that rule didn't go just for about sex. It went about anything. If you couldn't openly say, I did this or I did that without feeling ashamed, you shouldn't have done it. And I carry that with me every day. Everything that I do, everything that I choose to do, everything that I want to do, I think about, can I go and tell my parents, or can I go and tell a complete stranger that, hey, I do this, or I did that, or I said whatever. So I don't understand why people are so up in arms about these sex videos, or these sex topics, or these erotic boxes that are on YouTube. I really just don't understand why our society is so sensitive. I just really, really don't understand. I'm mind boggled by this. I see things on the news, I see things on Facebook about these stories about how these kids are getting bullied and how they're taking it so harshly. And the way that I see it is, I don't want to raise either one of my kids to be bullied. Don't get me wrong, bullying is wrong. But I don't want my kids to be, pushed around. I don't want them to be overly sensitive. I want my kids to be able to defend themselves, to let things roll off their backs, to be survivors. I don't want them to be pushed around. And I feel like nowadays society is just like hush hush about everything. Everything needs to be a secret. Everything is wrong. Everything in every aspect, not just sex, but religion, politics. It's all become so sensitive. When did we become so sensitive? I don't get it. I'm only 23. Well, I'm going to be 23 in a couple of months. And that's not how my generation was raised in the least. My parents, I got the belt. I wasn't ever beat. Do not get me wrong. My parents never were like that, but I did get the belt. I did get yelled at. I grew up knowing right from wrong. Nowadays, it's frowned upon to even yell at your child. I think that we need to quit babying everybody. Everybody needs to quit being babied. We need to quit holding everything to such an extreme. So I don't understand why this is such a huge deal that somebody uploads videos about sex. I really don't. And even if they have kids, if they're uploading it on YouTube, odds are they're having that conversation with their child. I don't understand. I get really, before I just start talking in circles, leave me a comment and let me know how you guys feel about this. Do you agree? Is this, society, is this world, is this country becoming so sensitive that this is our norm? I don't get it. I don't. And I don't want to raise my children in this kind of society, and I won't. They're not going to be coddled, basically. Everything is not going to be such a huge deal. Everything is not going to hurt. So leave me a comment. I really, truly would like to hear somebody else's perspective. Maybe in the other way. Maybe if you don't see it the same way that I do, leave me a comment and let me know why you think that. Maybe it will help me understand, because I just truly don't. Thank you so much, guys. I will be uploading more videos now that I've kind of got a handle on things. I do still have some family stuff going on, but I will try and just move past that and get videos up for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Truly, truly do. Please leave me a comment and let me know. I really would like to see the other side of this. I really would. I'm just one of those people that likes to see both sides before I form an opinion, and I can't find anybody to give me their opinion on the other side. So I don't understand why our society is like this. Thanks, guys. Bye.